All right. What is going on, YouTube? Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. My name is Isaac Dana, and today we are going to be testing Firebase Studio. That's Google's Firebase Studio. I've seen a lot of good things about it. I've also seen some things that were like, hey, it's not really comparable to Lovable and Bolt. I have used Lovable, so I have to compare that. And if you want a video that compares the two below, then that should be coming out. Just comment below and let me know if you want to see that. What I'm going to do is, right now you're looking at this thing right here, which is a prompt that I've come up with ChatGPT. I said, hey, give me some cool ideas. One of them was just kind of like a motivational quote thing where we're going to call it motivational medicine or motivation medicine. Okay. And then the prompt says, build an app called Motivation Medicine. When someone opens the app, they should see a beautiful, calming layout with a motivational quote front and center. The quote should feel fresh and human, like something you'd want to screenshot and share. Underneath the quote, add a one-line uplifting message and maybe an emoji or soft background image that fits the vibe. Use React with Tailwind CSS for the front end, which is basically React is and Tailwind CSS. That's basically the language that we're going to use to code the front. Okay, and keep the code clean, modern, and easy to understand. The get a new quote button, which is weird. That almost sounds like something you put on like a home service thing. But anyways, we'll probably change that. Get a new quote, or like, you know, get quote or something. We'll figure that out. Button should call OpenAI's GPT API to generate a new motivational quote and message. Each quote should be inspiring, short, and original. No recycled quotes from the internet. Make the GPT prompt clever so the tone feels personal and encouraging. Users should be able to save quotes to a favorites list, which they can view from a saved quotes section in the tab. Use local storage to store these quotes. Bonus, allow users to choose a mood and a theme like confidence, gratitude, or focus from a dropdown. And that will also be included in the prompt there. Make the design mobile friendly with soft gradients, round corners, peaceful color tones. Use Tailwind to give the app a polished, joyful, and soothing feel. The goal with Motivation Medicine should feel like a digital vitamin for the soul, something fast, positive, visually uplifting, and keep the app lightweight, fast to load, and easy to use. So that is that. And I'm going to basically use this prompt here in a couple different models, not in this one video, but this is kind of going to be the prompt that I just throw into these new models that keep coming out. So the first one we're going to do, I have not used Firebase Studio. I really mean this. So this is like a live reaction here. And, so we're just going to try it. We go over to firebase.studio and then we're going to try it right here. We're going to have to log in. I'm sure of it. I'm going to pull up my accounts here and log in. We're going to say, yes, take everything you need from me, all my information. And then literally, this is what we're going to do. Okay. So I've done this in Lovable. Maybe we will just do Lovable in this video. I don't know, but I don't think so. Let's do this. Build an app. And, we're going to do this right here. Boom. An app. Okay. Prototype with an app, prototype the app with AI. So start coding an app, new workspace, Go, Python, Flash, Java, I think we're just gonna import, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna use any of that. I think we're just gonna do React and Tailwind. So let's just see what happens when we just press this. I love the user interface and I love the gradients. I'm actually obsessed with this right now. If I'm honest, it's really, really pretty to look at. So hopefully it's not just pretty to look at and it actually functions. So let's click here and just see. This is real time. This is unedited and we're going to see what happens. Hopefully it shows me something while it codes. Oh, it does. Here we go. Sick logo here. I'm very much about branding and branding right now. This is really, really nice. I'm a huge fan of Lovable, but Lovable had some restrictions and I had to basically get myself all the way up to the highest tier plan and, we'll see what happens. But okay, this is loading and we lost that animation there. Okay, cool. All right, AI quote generator. That's what it, yes. Okay, so generate a fresh human sounding motivational quote. Great. Quote display the generated quote. Yes. Quote saving. Okay. Saved quotes view. So we want that as like a section as well, which is, so it fully understood what we want. Mood selection, implement a mood/theme selection drop down from the influences. Okay. And then the colors here, it just kind of chose some peaceful colors. That's interesting. Use rounded cards for friendly and approachable interface. Employ soft gradients. Yes. Okay. Use simple clean icons for navigation. Yes. Subtle animations when generating and displaying new quotes. Oh, so it's even added some animation. This is pretty cool so far. So, and I guess I can go in here and I can edit this, which is pretty cool. So I could update the colors here if I wanted to, but we're just going to see what it does and spit out, just like that. Okay. So we're just going to hit prototype. And we're off to the races, folks. Let's see how long this takes. We're 5 minutes in. Half of that was me rambling. And now, look at it. It's creating all the files over here on the side. Really nice. This is interesting because this is one of the first ones I've seen where the chat is on the right-hand side. I actually prefer the chat on the left. But that's just a personal preference here. So we're going to wait and just see what it produces here. So while we're waiting, I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope you are enjoying this new AI revolution, and hopefully you realize that you either have to learn this stuff or you're just going to get left in the dust, because it's very unfortunate. But you could either look at it like, dude, I'm going to lose my job and everything. And you're probably right? If you don't adapt and figure out how to use all this sort of stuff. Like for me, I have a marketing agency, and if I'm not using this stuff to create websites, and if I'm not using this to create special features within those websites that I can code in, I'm going to lose my customers to people that know how to do this sort of stuff. So you've just got to learn and level up, and don't stop learning this stuff. You know what I mean? There's new stuff out here every day, and try to keep tabs on it. Sign up to some newsletters or something where you can keep tabs on what the newest stuff is. That's the only reason I know about this. I'm like 2 or 3 days behind this, actually. I saw it when it first came out. I'm just making a video late. Okay, so this is interesting. Very interesting. So there's just a photo there, which is not fully expanded. So there's a line right here, which looks really ugly. So that's from a user standpoint, not very pretty to look at. I was expecting something a little different. And then we have some random images down here of the city. So that's interesting. It appears that your app needs a Gemini API key. Okay, interesting. I just have to move my camera there. It needs a Gemini API key. Describe the changes you want to make. Okay, so you have to use Gemini, obviously, which I didn't know, but now it's obvious. You have to use Gemini in here to actually make changes. Okay, so that is prompt 1. Prompt 1 didn't do exactly what I wanted here. It looks nice. It's subtle. We can do confidence, update with mood, saved quote. So click the button below for inspiration. So we'll say get new quote, and then save quote. Okay, and then see saved quotes. Okay, so it did hide saved quotes. Okay, so what's going to happen now is I'm going to have to give this a full test, and I might actually have to pause this. I really don't want to edit this, but I'm going to have to go grab a Gemini API key. So, I can auto generate right here, actually. Look, we're learning together. So let's auto generate this, and hopefully it just hides it. If it doesn't just hide it, then what's this button do? Annotate. Let's click it. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, interesting. I can what the heck just happened? It populated another image of a deer. What is going on? Okay, we're going to cancel this. Okay, that's so funny. All right, so it just created an API key for me. Very interesting. I wonder, it's cool that it's adding new images here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to say, okay, first iteration of your app prototype, try it out, preview it. Want to make changes directly, hit blank button on the bottom, on the top to switch to the code. Okay, interesting. So what we can do here is up top, we have switch to code. And if you knew how to code, you wouldn't be using the software, right? But let me just turn off the ad blocker, because maybe that's a problem. So this looks like it's using Visual Code Studio, or VS Code Studio. What's it called? Visual Studio Code. Sorry, that's what it's using. Okay, so it just refreshed. This is taking a second though. Okay, it also says there are 2 issues over here. So I'm going to look at these 2 issues. That's a glaring sign that I should look at these issues. So Hydration failed because the server rendered HTML didn't match the client. As a result, this tree will, okay, whatever that means. Okay, I've detected an error. Want me to fix it? Yeah, fix the error, please. If you've detected it, then please definitely fix it. Oh, cool. That was cool. It showed the code there while it was doing that. Oh, interesting. So now there's no image after the file. Okay, so the image came back, which is great news. I really hate that that image is not full width. So that's going to be one of the first things we ask. Describe the changes you want to make. I love the gradient here. Oh, actually, there's still more issues. Hold on. Fix the error, right? I feel like, didn't we just say fix the error? Console error. I detected an error. This is not a good start, is it? I like how the images rotate, though. That's kind of dope. Is it fixing them? I don't know if it's fixing them. Usually there's like a thing that says it's fixing it, but it doesn't look like it fixed it. So let me move my head up here. Sorry, I know you can't see that, but okay, so let's just copy this and then we're going to paste this in here. I need to fix this error that I'm seeing. And we'll see. So the only reason I knew how to copy that is because I have been doing this in other softwares and they make it pretty easy to copy the error log that they show you. Okay, I think the errors are gone, but the images are also gone, right? So, oh, and the two errors are back. Okay, so what does this error mean, right? What does this error mean? So we're gonna have to dismiss that. Go back, let's go back. Interesting window here. We'll get rid of the errors. Interesting window. That's very blurry. Okay, so let's just do this. So make the background image full width and yeah, let's just make it full width and not repeated for now. Let's just try that. I love seeing it code in real time. That's obviously not like a new thing, but let's see if it listens to the first instruction here. And there's also a little thing here. I don't know if you noticed this, but you can click restore. So it's not listening at all. So my first impression on this is not great. Okay. So because these issues here should be fixed and it's not fixing them, right? So, yeah, it's just not fixing these errors that it's saying should be fixed. And no, this wasn't helpful, right? So turbo pack, do I have to do something else here? Is this, it's a hydration error. Learn more about enabling JS inspector to serve the code. So now we have, it looks like the same error almost twice. It's not though. It's background repeat leads to styling bugs. Okay. So let's just try this issue and fix this one. Styling property. Let's see if we can fix it. So right now, I'm actually really not impressed. The front of it just looked kind of so-so. Like this doesn't look great. Like I wouldn't want to use that, right? I want this kind of bigger. I don't know. It doesn't look great. Takes a sec for these images to load. I don't know where it's pulling the images from. They're probably just placeholders. But, oh, there's only one issue now. Oh, and it fixed it. Amazing. It fixed it. Okay, so 14 minutes and we almost have the app. So it's not horrible. Like if you, and I'm also doing this for free, I think. I haven't put a card on file or anything for Gemini, which is dope. So what's this last issue here? I want to know what this last issue is. Fix the error. Let's see. Hydration failed because the server, whatever. Okay, but the server is Google, isn't it? It's not my own computer because I didn't like locally host this or anything. So I don't know what's going on there. What's this button do? What's this link? Share, preview link. select, okay, and then this is open in a new window. Okay, let's open this in a new window and just see. Yeah, see, this website is hosted somewhere else. Oh, you can't actually see. Oh, does not exist in your current signed in account. Interesting. Weird. So how do we go view it then? That's my question. How do we just, I don't want to open it in a new window, I guess. Can I just share this link? Okay, so I can copy the preview link. Interesting. And then I can just copy the preview link. I had to change my emails. And if it tells me that I can't preview it, it's literally trying to log me into another email. So that's super annoying. Really, really annoying that I can't actually view this on a regular page with the email that I'm currently logged in on. That's wild to me. I don't get that. Okay, so that is not a great start. Let's try, hold on, let me ask this thing. Can we use Gemini? Whoops. So I said, can we use Gemini to create the motivational quotes instead of OpenAI? I didn't think about doing that. So yes, the application is using Gemini via GenKit to generate motivational quotes. Okay, great. Turn your dreams into plans and your plans into reality. Oh, has this been doing this the whole time? I thought this was like plain text. I didn't realize that that's actually producing what I'm looking for. Generate new quote. Wow. Has that been doing that the whole time? I don't even know. Like, tell me in the comments if I just totally missed that. Because if it has been doing that the whole time, it's actually not that bad. I thought we were going to have to integrate it with OpenAI like I told it to do, which is kind of weird that it's actually using Gemini to do this when I told it we're going to hook it up to OpenAPI things, which is why I just assumed that was like fake text and these buttons were static. But what it did is it's using placeholders with Gemini to actually generate all this stuff. So rise, radiate, and reignite. Embrace the journey of growth, for within challenges lie the seed of triumph. Your potential is boundless and your spirit unbreakable. Believe in yourself and let your inner light shine brightly upon the world. Great. Not the best one, but we're going to test the save quote here just for fun. Cool little save animation there. Now we're going to view saved quotes, and it did it. It saved quotes. So now let's go and do focus, and we're going to update the mood, update with the mood, hide saved quotes. And now we have a new quote here. Clarity of focus unlocks the door to boundless possibilities. Direct your attention, harness your power, and watch your goals materialize. Embrace the present moment and channel your energy into purposeful action. With unwavering focus, you can overcome any obstacle and achieve remarkable results. Facts. That's cool. Okay, so let's edit this UI a little bit because I don't like the UI as much. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Dribble. Okay. And we're going to try to find, we're going to just say, let's do quiz UI. We're just going to say quiz UI and just see what we come up with. I like that. I'm a huge fan of dark mode. So let's just look up motivation and just see if we have motivation. Oh yeah, motivational quotes. Motivational website. Let's do that. Website. Okay. Motivational website. I don't see anything that's like motivational user interface. Just for fun. Okay. We're going to take this one here. No, I don't like these colors though. Hold on. Let's do inspirational colors on Dribble. Here we go. This is kind of cool. This little pink one here, there's like a bit of a blurry background. All right, let's see. So, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to click this. And I'm going to screenshot this here, okay? And then we're going to say, that this is kind of what we want it to look like. Like, could you copy this thing here? Okay. So now, can it do images? Oh, it can do images. Great. Let's add an image. We'll add this image here. Okay. This is the style of UI that I want. Can you please adjust the CSS to match these styles? Let's see if it's that simple. I really like the gradient background, the blurry background, tailwind components. Okay, so it's trying to find tailwind components. I do see it adding some opacity and things like that to different areas. Okay. Let's see. We still have that one issue that it's just not fixing. So I don't know what that issue is. Okay. It says that it has changed it. And now it's just a purple background. So is that the change, or are images loading? Okay. I don't see the changes. Actually, I probably shouldn't have told it. I like the photo in the background. It should have been more descriptive. So we're going to go back. We're going to restore that, which is a good little test to see if it actually rolls back. So the rollback is complete. Okay. So we're going to just, I'm going to pull this up here. No, I'm not going to do that. Let's do this. So we're going to import that image, and we're going to say this image, please make the quote box or whatever, the quote box have a gradient like the image I'm uploading. Filled with wonderful gradient colors. Let's see if it just does anything like that. Sometimes you have to be very specific. I noticed if you don't know what you want, then you will never get what you want. The same thing goes with life, but really in code. Like, if you don't know what you're looking for, man, you're just going to get presented with the crappiest looking thing. It did add, it added a bit of a blur, which is kind of cool. It did add a bit of a blur, but now the image, now the image itself is not full width again. Okay. Sorry, I can't type. Okay. Please make the background image full width again. And then maybe the next one we'll do is motivation medicine, and we'll just make that text all caps. And then maybe we'll change those drop downs to match the other drop downs. I don't want the white drop downs, right? Or the white buttons. I want all the buttons to have the same color on the page. So I want that as well. Let's see what happens. I like the mirror blur effect in the back of the card that it did, even though it did not add the gradient colors like I asked it to. Here we go. That's cool. See how it's blurry there? That looks pretty dope. Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you. Now, please make sure all of the buttons are in the dark mode style, like the get new quote and save quote buttons. Let's see what happens. 4 issues. I saw 4 issues. Do you think it's going to solve all 4 of them in this one update, or do you think I'm going to have to tell it to fix it? 1 issue now. Okay. So it changed some of the buttons. I guess these are buttons. Oh, that button gets a little transparent. That's cool. And then the select mode. So I actually want the drop down to match. Okay. I want the drop down to match as well. And then we will say make motivation medicine all caps and use the same color as the buttons. Oh, interesting. It's returning picsome.photos. I wonder what that is. Picsome.photos. You see this right here? Where's that? Is that a website? Oh, wait a sec. It was picsome.photos. Yeah, it's like temporarily hosting some photos. Weird. Don't know what that is about. Still coding, still going through the motions here, trying to make that drop down match. And it isn't really telling me what it's doing. It's just going through the code, which I find kind of interesting. It's also auto fixing an error there. Okay, so it did. Oh no, did it change the color of the buttons? Refresh. Come on. Damn. I wanted the whole thing to be very Zen-like. Okay, so I think we have it here. It's not really listening to what I'm telling it compared to other things that I've used. Like I've used Lovable. I've also used VS Code and RooCode, and it's not doing what I'm asking it to. I think this is really pretty, and it's pulling in really cool, photos, and maybe I can pull it in from Pexel's API at some point or something like that. And I think this is a really dope idea. So I am going to test this in Lovable in the next video, and then I'll compare it to this one. So if you want to see that video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and like the video, and then, put your hate down there or your love down there. And then you can get notified when my next video is out with Lovable, which will be shortly after this. And then I'll do the same thing with Bolt and whatever some other ones are. Maybe I'll just go, test out a bunch of them and just see what this thing does. And I'll also try to make sure that I'm asking the same questions, the starting point, and then question 1, question 2, question 3, like the updates, and try to get them to fix. But if they spit out something different each time, then those follow-up questions for those follow-up edits are all going to have to be different anyway. So I got to kind of sort that out. But if you like this style of video, let me know, comment below. Love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel, and I will talk to you soon.